Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our Jedi Survivor series, and we have been doing some reorganization around base. So we've deconstructed things for materials, including the dropship that we had, as well as the extra shield generators that we just had off anyway. We weren't really using them. We've deconstructed one of our hypertech research benches. We've started uninstalling furniture. Basically, we're just getting ready for the big move. The reason we deconstructed the dropship, even though it could carry more people, this can carry more weight and it seems a lot more fuel efficient. So we're going to be taking Pantha's ship to kind of like start the migration. We're not going to be bringing everyone over. We kind of have declared this like headquarters for the rebel factions on this world, which, we're not the only one of. So I've kind of like started separating people out, promoting more people to Ranger, and then I think we'll just leave kind of like these rebels in charge of this outpost while the rest of us go secure that airbase. Um, this has not been immune to events. We did have a raid, and I was like, oh no, we need to get in the dropship and get over there. The weapons are active on this ship and took it out, but it was a very small raid and we were very lucky. So I think we need to start making the move now. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's go ahead and load up. I guess like Pantha would want to be there. It's his ship. We'll have Pantha kind of flying people back and forth. Beetle, you're coming with Pantha. He's not going to take his eyes off of you. And so I think that means we can take like 6 more people. So let's like take a look at our Rangers and let's grab you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we can take a bunch of our Rangers. Items wise, let's start getting things hauled over. I think we're going to need components. Let's take all of our components at this point. We'll leave some of the hypertech components because they are still like doing a little crafting. And I think we start with steel. Let's grab a bunch of steel. Caravan mass. We can still take more stuff. Let's grab some of this plasteel. Let's reduce this a little bit. And then let's increase that. And then just to be safe. Okay. Let's go. So those guys are loading up on that. We have tons of intel, so we could do a plot, but we are at news right now. And then I left these notifications up. We have done a lot of recruiting. Murphy and Santa are the last two. I guess Rue also of the recent folks that we grabbed for recruiting. The other thing that we talked about is we had a poll on YouTube to see if it would make sense for Ahra Kiri to wake up the Force in some of our Force sensitive folks. And if we take a look at numbers, psychic sensitivity is pretty off the charts for our Jedi and their Padawans. Jimbo is at 180%. Jacob is at 160%. I'm thinking if they're over 150, then we can wake them up, right? Because Sybil is our lowest force sensitive Padawan. She's at 162. So Jacob and Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo's pretty high up there. Okay. So let's see what this looks like. Ahra Kiri is in the meditation room. Let's go with Jimbo first. We've already equipped them with lightsabers. And I'm thinking we're not going to make them like full-fledged casters or anything like that. Also, why are you still wearing that hat? Rebel. No forest hat. Okay. But maybe more like Sabine Wren, where we're just doing some lightsaber / martial arts training with them. So that's the tree that will focus. They're not gonna be like doing major telekinetic things or anything like that. So Ahra Kiri awakening the force in Jimbo. Oh, this is taking forever. I guess we'll let them load this and we'll check back on Ahra Kiri and Jimbo in a bit. Okay, we had to go take care of a raid, so we had to restart this. It's taken like half the day. but it looks like Ahra Kiri is almost done. I've locked them in this room together. Oh, okay. So nothing special. He just has Psycast now. I guess we'll unlock lightsaber combat. And we'll start with that guy. You guys are free to go do whatever you need to do. And I guess we will do... that was Jimbo. We'll do Jacob tomorrow. Ship is almost loaded. The raid that we had was an honor raid. I don't know how this one got into our base. I don't see like a jetpack or anything. No doors were broken. Maybe they followed someone in. Either way, it was a pretty non-event. Oh, transport pod done. Okay, let's get there. Zoom in and choose a landing spot. I guess we don't have a really good landing spot. We can just land in between the ships, I guess. Over on that map. Oh, rendering map image. Okay, so over on this map, we are reorganizing some things. So we are deconstructing these engines. We're going to be replacing them. We're deconstructing a bunch of this stuff because we're going to be moving it back into these engine rooms. I'm not quite sure if we're going to have enough materials to put this ship together, but we're probably going to deconstruct some things in here and get it set up to kind of like supply us, right? It's like full of Tabana gas. It's full of food. We could also like clear out some of the space or this space and start doing some growing in there. But I think we should be able to launch at least 3 ships. We'll see about launching a 4th. We do need to like get living facilities and all kinds of other things just like installed in here. It looks like this guy is missing guns up front, and potentially I want to cram more guns on all the ships. This guy has quite a few big guns. Is that 12? 12 big guns? That's pretty nice. But I'm sure we could do more. Okay, there we are, loaded up with steel and all kinds of components. Took about 800 fuel. Let's go ahead and load you back up with Pantha, and we will get back to moving materials over. So we're obviously not going to move everything over, but all the things that we need. I think for now we're going to clear this ship from the home zone so they don't spend years repairing it until we decide that we might repair it. It could be that we just like strip down what's left of it for the little plasteel and steel that we can get out of it and use that towards increasing these ships. One thing that I'm curious about, okay, so ship hull 1,000. We have this wall armor. We can put wall armor on our ships. Okay, so wall armor is like another 1,000 hit points, right? But what if we do Durasteel wall armor? That is 1,400. Plasteel, what are you? We don't have enough plasteel to do it. Plasteel's the same. So we have tons of Durasteel. We could like fortify these ships even more. I think one of the other things that we need to do is we also just need to get like production facilities down. Mineral miners, 10 hypertech components each. Big ones take 25. Okay, let's put a couple big ones down. That way we can just start like getting some resources on this map kind of for free, right? We are also going to start ground penetrating because we're going to need tons of plasteel, basically. We don't have very much plasteel. I think we only have like 2,000 plasteel. Yeah, just about 2,000 plasteel. Okay, our final load is all ready to go. Zitro, Jacob, Jimbo, and Pantha. We have everyone else that we're going to move over moved over. So that means that... Oh, actually, Kradesh, I want you to come as well. So Lucia, Murphy, Santa, Thomas, Tommen, Caitlin, Militech, and Hanali with Sung and a couple security droids. And there is an R2 unit around here somewhere. Yes, they'll be hanging back. Rue, it doesn't look like we're going to manage to recruit before we kind of like give up this base, but All in all, base is pretty like self-sufficient. Proton mortars, a hypertech shield, a bunch of light laser cannons. I think these rebels are going to have no problem running this show. Kradesh, you've made it. Let's launch. And we'll zoom in. We'll pick a spot, I guess, like right here. There's so much hauling and deconstructing going on the other map right now. Once you guys hit the world, then we will unload this base. Okay, so let's go ahead and colonies, unload. Yes. Oh, can't unload the last map. Interesting. Oh, because this is considered like an event map. Oh, that's super weird. Okay, well, maybe we'll just have to like role play that we unloaded this map, but these guys are but we'll actually just like abandon the colony. Let me see what we'll do. Let me think about this a moment. Okay, what we're actually going to do is we're going to form a new colony over here. We'll move everyone back, we'll unload the base, and then we'll abandon that empty colony. That way we have this guy if we need it. Okay, mission accomplished. Let's take a look. We're going to unload you. Confirm. Failed strange signal. Oh, that's fine. And then we are going to abandon you. And now we just have the one colony on the map, which is exactly what we wanted. The game is pretty chunky, and I think it's because we have so many ships going. So we might abandon the idea of having like this huge fleet, and we might focus all our efforts on this ship. Which is fine. I think with the changes that we made to the layout of the ship, planning, load plan, during the blueprints episode this past weekend, we're going to be able to fit a bunch of folks in here. Okay, so, because this will end up being, that's not cleared out. This will end up being a huge barracks, right? And I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'll sleep 22 people. We have 22 people. We have a couple extra rooms up here for our officers. Potentially we have some rooms here that we could do some things with. I think there's some other changes that I want to make to this ship, right? So that is something that was wonky in the plans. I want to thicken this wall up. And then I want to, let's see, let's clear a few things. We're going to clear these, this is like cargo bay area. Let's clear this out. I want this to definitely have more guns. So let's go here and 16. So that's like 4, right? No, that's like 8 guns on that side, and then we could do 16 again over here to do 8 guns on that side. That'll beef things up a bit. I'm thinking we could also do some gun platforms here and here. So we have some guns on the side. And actually, if we're going to put those guns on the outside, we might as well put these guns on the outside, right? So if we like stuck them here, then we could make this double thick. And then all this interior space is cargo bay. And I would want to thicken this wall up and this wall up. Actually, we might thicken those up to there. And then bring these guns back a little bit. So that they're just kind of like peeking out. Okay. Any other modifications? Do we want to make those guns bigger? I think that's fine. we might have an opportunity to put some guns out here, or maybe right here. Yeah. So if we are going to have one ship, I definitely want it to be very well equipped. And if that's the case, we're currently storing a bunch of stuff in here, but we'll figure it out. We'll get stuff stored in this area. I think with moving all of the stuff into the engine rooms, then we have a lot to play with kind of over in this space. We have a lot to play with on these sides. So I think we should be all good. That means that these other ships are basically just like resources. So we'll start kind of like gutting and rebuilding this ship. But before we get to that, I think the next thing that I want to do is like actually let's let these guys cool off. They've been having some mental breaks adjusting to this new base. You know, they all had private rooms and stuff before. They were eating lavish meals. They're back down to like nutrient base. I think once they get into like get finished like hauling, then the situation might be a little bit better for them. Once they cool down, we'll pick up a plot because literally I've been staring at this screen just like hauling stuff back and forth for I don't know like a couple hours it feels like, especially with having to like do hunting and make chem fuel and keep the ship all fueled and all that stuff. So I want to go watch my Jedi tear some people down. Okay, it's probably been like half a quadrum in game. We have done a lot of retrofitting of the hull, and so things are coming along pretty well here. And moods are pretty stable, so I think it is time. V8, VH, we'll go ahead and contact the rebels, and let's get out there and do some plots. Things in game are like pretty stable and steady, so I'm not super worried about having multiple ships. We'll just have to see like how it all plays out. We are also going to be retrofitting this guy, and then I'm not sure if we'll end up filling this guy out. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear. So back to the plots. We have 5 left. And visibility, we're at rumors, so 53. We could take a 24 increase. It'll be annoying. We have the intel, right? We have the intel. We just don't have a trade beacon in here. Okay, so let's get a trade beacon down. Probably stick it right back there. Who is a good builder? Let's have someone come do that right away. Ahra Kiri. We'll work on that. So as soon as that's up, we'll take a look at where the map, well, where the plot ends up showing up. Okay, the plots are still popping up near Tarnan Rebel headquarters, so we might have to just abandon that base altogether. If we do, I guess our RP would just be like other rebels have like moved into it. So maybe I'll just like replace it with a rebel colony. I would like our people though. So we would get them moved out and moved back in with us here. We don't have enough sleeping areas for all of them. I guess we could like make some bedrooms in some of these empty ships. So we'll have to think about that. But for now, oh man, we are not cranking out the chem fuel like we need to. Okay, we will. I think that should be enough to get us there and back. Like we should be good. We can only bring 8 people though. So, Jedi for 8. Jacob and Jimbo will stay back, right? So that gets us up to 8. Okay, confirmed. Okay, we have arrived. We've landed the ship on the map. I'm hoping that we'll find some chem fuel or something on the map. Our target, I need to take a look at that. Who are you? It is Riku Luck. Well, someone might need to stay back and guard the ship. Let's see. Do we see folks on the map anywhere? I don't see anyone. Okay. Yeah, there's like no one here. This quest might be bugged, which has happened before. Oh, we ended up bringing Jimbo with us. Why don't you go ahead and do some force healing on him? Jimbo, how are you doing? 20 hours. Oh, and just like all the things. We're just going to cast Revitalize on you right away. And then we won't have to think about you until we need to take off. Okay, more turrets. Okay, and then there's a big gun up there. Oh, finally, some people. Okay. Well, maybe we'll come down here. Maybe there are people here. They just weren't out. Yes, there they are. Oh, and the game's frozen a little bit, so I assume that luck has been taken out. There we go. Okay, we're up to news, so we need to be pretty careful. Jimbo, are you still bleeding out? You're bleeding out. Ahra Kiri, go ahead and tend to him. Everyone else, let's check these rooms for more people. Whole weapon stash here. Let's see. There were more turrets up this way. There's tons of like batteries and things. Okay. Ooh, okay. You guys come assist. These guys are like all out of the woodwork now. And they're going for our shuttle. Okay. Come down here and attack these guys. Attack the ones going for our shuttle. Otherwise, you guys are walking home, and I don't actually know how long of a walk that's going to be. Okay. Ahra Kiri, where are you? Can you... You can't tend to him. Oh, he's tended. That's fine. Okay, Ahra Kiri, take this guy out. And let's get this guy. Okay. Jedi are going a little crazy. Vulz is down also. Blaster burns. Okay. Search and destroy, but stay away from the red area, please. Zitro. This way. Zitro. Okay. Okay. Everyone but Zitro this way. Public enemy. Okay. How bad is it though? Like, is it like we're gonna get glassed, or is it we are gonna have just a terrible time sometimes? Zitro. Hold. Where's your jump? I want you to jump over here. Okay. Everyone else. Monahan, I don't... Turrets. More turrets. Let's take that one out. And then we'll take this one out. And then you guys need to get back into cover. Increased visibility is 96. Okay, well, nothing else will increase our visibility, so I think we're fine. We are not fine. Our ship is burning down. Expand home area. You guys are free to go. There's this guy still. Okay, Zitro, I want you to come take this out. Okay. Well, quest complete, very sloppy. Not our best work at all, but we will get people stabilized. We'll have a look through what kind of intel we can scrape out of here. We'll see if there's any chem fuel we can bring back home. And I think that's going to be it for today. I think I'll probably play a bit tomorrow before recording, and we'll try and get this ship into livable conditions at least, if not complete. And then we'll kind of pick up and see what we can do to finish out all our plots against the Empire on this world, and then get us off this planet. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.